Have you heard the rumor about Americans being fed poison? It's so serious that Texas is looking into banning Kellogg's altogether from schools and military. They're calling this thing the Great American Poisoning. Have you heard the latest on garlic and why they need to bleach it white? Would it be too far to say that it's because it's grown in sewage? The things that I have to tell you today are gonna blow your mind. But you guys asked for more information on it, so I've got it. Some insane warnings and crazy information that affects you coming right up. My name is Cohen here at Riverside Homestead, and if you're brand new here, welcome. If you guys are into prepping tips, emergency preparedness, and most of all, news and awareness, stuff that you want to know about, be sure to hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one. All right, guys, I got a doozy for you today. I'll tell you what. For starters, let me just tell you that this is for entertainment purposes only. We're doing a reaction video on a bunch of stuff that, well, y'all need to know. So if you find something that tickles your fancy, be sure to do your own research. Dive into it. It's not hard. Thank you for starting this video with a thumbs up. It really helps the channel and gets it out to more folks, and that's what we're trying to do. Spread awareness. First of all, Texas is already getting after it. This is just a couple weeks ago. Folks, they're going after the big name brands. Check this out. You might learn something.
If Texas should take a stand by banning Kellogg and other anti-American companies from our public institutions like schools and the military. Earlier this year, I filed a shareholder activist letter against Kellogg for selling a less safe, inferior version of their cereals to American families. Very few Americans know that Kellogg sells a safer version of their cereals without artificial food dyes or carcinogenic preservatives in other countries. They use more chemicals in the US version because it is more profitable and because we allow them to.
So if you're new on this channel, I have shown comparisons of Europe and European countries and their ingredients lines compared to the same exact stuff in America. They're banned in other countries. Yeah, Big Food, they're not in control over there. You do your research and you're gonna find out that Big Food, Big Farm, all those guys are in bed together. So if this is brand new to you, yes, they can create ingredients, which this is where the problem comes in. They're using toxic ingredients to more cheaply produce these products. We're talking about keeping the price down so they make a higher profit. People like me call it profit over people. Yeah, you might think, well, it has way more ingredients. How can it be more? It's because they're not using the pricey, real, natural, organic ingredients that we once used. No, they're making synthetics, fakes, and then adding fake color, which has its own toxins. I could do a whole video just on that, and it would probably be too long. So let's keep going on what's happening in Texas.
We have collected over 450,000 US signatures for what is now the largest food petition in US history, asking Kellogg to serve Americans the safest and best version of products that they already make. Kellogg declined to meet with us and effectively told us that American children prefer the brighter colors, and they will continue selling the more toxic version as long as it is, quote, compliant with applicable relevant laws.
Another one. You can deep dive, figure out whose hands in whose pocket, which means find out who's paying to write the laws, who's in bed with who, and then you're gonna quickly understand, yeah, they're staying within lawful restrictions. Then the question you have to ask yourself is, do these lawful restrictions, are they better for me or worse for me? And are they better for the big corporations or worse for the big corporations? Real quick, folks, the sad thing is people are too lazy. They want easy. They don't want to think about it. They don't want to have to do any more research. One reason why you click the notification bell on this channel. Subscribe, because I'm always bringing it at you. Saves you guys a lot of time on research.
Which is why I'm here today. We need your help to stop this madness. After reviewing the conclusive evidence 6 weeks ago, California was the first state to pass a bill banning all foods containing any of 6 artificial food dyes from public schools, including Fruit Loops. As an easy first step to improve our health, I believe Texas should follow suit. I am optimistic for the first time in 20 years, and I believe that Texas can be a thought leader in removing harmful ingredients from our foods. We can reverse this great American poisoning, and I believe we already have a playbook on how to do it.
So for one, usually California's leading the pack on some crazy stuff. But in this case, they're actually doing something good. I'm going to tell you about a couple other ingredients they're starting to slip in. It's just been approved. Yeah, that means they're heading in the wrong direction. And I want to tell you some crazy stuff about corn. I want to tell you some crazy stuff about garlic and more. Now, I've told people on other videos because they ask me, how do they get away with this? What can we do to stop them? You have to be American. And I'm talking about Canada and Mexico too. Patriotic might be a better word. Being part of a positive mission with morals, trying to make America healthy again. That means, like I've said before, voting with your dollars. As long as we keep buying stuff from Walmart, Target, Kroger, Walgreens, big box, big food. I could break down the numbers for you. We are actually funding them. They're not going to stop because we give them all of our money. Everything that we buy on a monthly basis, we cover everything that they need to keep doing what they're already doing. And that even includes paying off their settlements for lawsuits that they can't win. I want to tell you about 2 more poisons that they're going to be putting in a whole bunch of stuff. But if you guys haven't already and you don't have an option, we're big advocates at shopping local. Shopping from local farmers, from family-owned businesses. We're talking about debt-free family-owned businesses, private ones that they can't twist their arm into doing exactly what they want them to do. So if you guys would like to start voting with your dollars, be part of America that's making a difference, we've helped thousands of people switch stores to a place where you no longer have to spend endless hours researching and wondering if what you're buying is non-toxic and actually American made, and actually supporting a family-owned business that's paid off, and actually supporting a family-owned business that's debt-free, that is against all of that propaganda. Real quick, the great thing is this is money that you're already spending. You're just spending it in the wrong spots like Walmart, Amazon. If you've got a choice to get better from better and support a cause that you believe in, link down in the description and pinned comment, switchwithrhl.com. We've got a team of people from our community here that are helping thousands. We've already helped thousands of people switch to a better store. Probably not for everybody, but for some of you, a really good option. Look at this. Any name brands that you recognize? Yeah, so that company right there at the top, I know you guys have heard some horror stories, I'm sure, because I've been seeing it for years. But if you go around that whole circle, look at all the name brands that they own, they operate. We're talking about Gerber. We're talking about Nespresso, Coffee Mate. Woo! I used to love me some Coffee Mate, especially that flavored stuff, until I found out what I was actually eating. Even clothing lines. There is the Body Shop. There is companies in here that, if you look close enough, I'm sure that you thought that they were family owned. And they were at one point, with probably good ingredients and a good reputation, until they got bought out. Everything stayed the same except for the ingredients. But here's the doorbuster right here. It says here in this post, breaking news, Nestle confirms full support to use Bovaer in its supply chain of products. What's that? It says Bovaer is classified as a toxic drug in the US, not for human use, due to risks of infertility and cancer. You don't say. And we often wonder, why is so many people getting cancer? Could it have something to do with the stuff that you use every single day? Every single day, multiple times a day. Also says old Billy G partnered with old Blackie Rock and shareholders in the company who make this toxic drug. Like I said, goes hand in hand. I'll sell you the drug, you buy the drug, and we're all in the same circle. I'm telling you guys, it's just one big hamster wheel. So just so that you guys know, Nestle sells the following products and more: Kit Kat, Gerber, Starbucks, Nesquik, Carnation, Hot Pockets, Coffee Mate, Nespresso, Perrier, Purina, Dog Chow. I know there's a lot of pet lovers out there. Man, don't overlook your pet food, guys. That's the easiest place that they can slip in some man-made synthetics all over the place, and they know most people aren't even going to look into it. It's dog food or it's cat food. I'm only going to cover a handful of things. I still got a couple more to go, but if you think of something that you'd like to share with the community, please put it down in the comments. We all value everybody's input in the comments. And trust me, I've seen some comments that have threads of hundreds of comments, and it's helping people out. It's informing others. So what do you want to know about next? Either corn or garlic? Let's do the garlic one because it kind of blew my mind. Note to self, you want to know about where your garlic is coming from after hearing this one. Quick introduction. Apparently, certain places that they buy garlic and they send it to the US to be sold, like they've sold out half of our other stuff. And that's another thing to be thinking about, is they have sold out all of our manufacturing, all of our sourcing here in America to be supplied from other places. And then they figured out that we were figuring it out, so then they send it in a way where it can be fabricated a little bit or put together so they can slap Made in America stickers on it and try to fool us. It's all over the place. Check this out.
Ask yourself a question. Why would China be dyeing garlic white? Is it because they think the consumer likes it nice and bright and pristine and white? Or is it because it's grown in raw human sewage and they need to change the color from black to white? I heard this on the news the other day and I just had to find out what the heck this is all about. And here's what I found. Apparently, this problem is so prevalent that a bill had to be introduced by Senator Rick Scott. Go check it out on Google for yourself, and this is what you'll get. Today, Senator Rick Scott introduced the Stopping Eating Waste and Guarantee Excellence for Garlic Assurance and Regulatory Legislation to Inhibit Chinese Sewage Garlic Imports Act to ban the import of garlic from Communist China following reports that the garlic is grown in raw human sewage. Then, it's bleached and harvested in abhorrent conditions, often with slave labor. Senator Scott also released a public service announcement urging families to look out for Communist China's sewage garlic when grocery shopping.
Bet you didn't see that one coming. I couldn't believe it. I had to look it up. Look it up, because I'm going to remind you guys, everything that I'm telling you, you need to validate it, because this is for entertainment purposes only. Which also reminds me, at the end of this video, or do it now, pause it, do it now, share this out, because when they hear something that they don't like, they're going to pump the brakes on getting this out to people. It happens all the time to me. That's the problem about sharing the truth, that, you know, they don't always want everyone to know. Real quick, let me throw this one in there. This one's from Bricks News. Just in, U.S. Food and Drug Administration may ban artificial red food dye, a coloring used in beverages, snacks, cereals, and candies in the coming weeks. I believe it's also in soda pop. You don't say. It's okay up until you got the food general coming into play and new administration. All of a sudden we can't have carcinogenic stuff in our food. Interesting. I always pick up a lot of extra tips, read down through the thread. This person says, which is right on point, they also need to ban all dyes. Red 40 linked to hyperactivity and allergies. Yellow 5 may trigger asthma and hives. Yellow 6 contains carcinogenic contaminants. Blue 1 can cause allergic reactions. Blue 2 potential cancer risk. Now, like I said, do your own research, but that gives you a leg up on what to look for. Okay, let's move on to corn. This is a good one. It'll help you identify, first of all, she's talking about great value. I would never buy anything great value, FYI. In this thread, it says, Walmart might be poisoning you with food, from this X post. New labels on Walmart food products warning you of harmful chemicals known to cause cancer if you consume it. I think they might even put it on there so that you can read that for yourself. They know 90% of you do not read labels. Everything is fine. Do you read the labels? Because they're starting to be as blatant and as clear as putting it on the labels. Check this out.
If you shop at Walmart, you're about to be really pissed at them, and let me tell you why. They have made some major changes to their canned corn. I'm going to point out 5 of these things, and the 5th one, you might never shop at Walmart again. So here's an older can of corn from my pantry, and we're going to compare the two with this newer can of corn, okay? Number 1, it says that it is picked and grown on the same day. It has this green little great for you label here. Over here it says that it's from Arkansas, has 45 calories. What else is it? Oh, and it's gluten-free. Okay, let's compare that to the second can.
Okay, now hold up. She's referring to a can she probably bought a couple years ago. Prepper Pantry. Got it chilling up there in the cabinet. And she just bought the new one from Walmart. Same brand, same can, but now they're listing things a little different. Folks, it's the same stuff. It's coming from a different country now. It's got way more calories and some stuff you're about to find out.
Okay, the biggest difference, the second can is a product of Thailand. Looking at the nutritional information, we went from 45 calories to 90 calories. There's more sodium, there's more carbs. Apparently it's no longer picked and packaged on the same day like this one, and it's no longer gluten-free. It also lost that great for you tag. Let me tell you why. On this new can of corn from Walmart, there's a health warning. Let's read it. Warning, consuming this product can expose you to chemicals, including lead, which are known in the state of California to cause cancer, and birth defects, or other reproductive harm. I guess that's reason enough to lose the great for you symbol that was on this can. So go into your pantry, check out your canned corn. If you're ticked off as much as I am, let Walmart know.
I had to play the video because I can't say it any better than she did. The crazy thing is they're not even scared to write, hey, by the way, this could kill you, right on the can, in front of your face, as you buy it, take it home and eat it. I'd say 99% of people just don't know. What's it really gonna take for people to start paying attention? Remember when I said, when you've got a big umbrella and you support it in every single facet? Like I said, when everything that you do, consumer goods, I'm talking about toothpaste, shampoo, laundry soap, to snacks, to all foods, when 98% of everything that you buy is controlled by the same umbrella, it goes from probably money, greed to power. There's no hurt in a company that big. They're all tied together with the same outfit at the top. There's no penetrating that unless you got every American in the United States to vote with their dollars and stop funding them. If you don't give them your money, they ain't gonna keep this crap up. If they see a big dent in their financial profile, that's what makes a company listen. Another way a lot of people are determining whether they're gonna buy something or not is when it says that it has got the label on there, bioengineered ingredients. Now, I've done enough research to where I've found some actually decent bioengineered ingredients, but that comes from a company that has integrity and has done their own research before diving into that. That can't be said. I don't think that can be said by the 10 companies that own nearly everything and is creating a very quick reputation. The thing I've told you guys in the past, maybe you haven't seen it before, but it is like a hidden line item. When it says bioengineered ingredients, it is a blank line item. They don't have to tell you exactly what that means. So maybe you don't want to take something that they're basically wanting to enforce. Well, it could easily be hidden in a bioengineered ingredient line where you get no details. And that's kind of the scary part about that, is you got to do extensive research to really validate what that means. And I'm going to say most cases, it's not what you want, especially when you're shopping from big box and the megacorps. So anyway, I don't want to go too long. If you guys would like to check out a store that we refer, we can help you guys with up to 500 things that you can switch over on your monthly spending and know that you're actually making a difference. And you know that the stuff that you're bringing into your home is safe for you and your family. If you liked this video, please let me know in the comments. I'll make another one. I've got a plethora of information on this kind of stuff. Also, you might want to watch this video or this video. Like I said, I've done lots of these, and this has a lot more information if you haven't seen them. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting. Got a lot more coming down the pipe. Keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing. We'll see you on the next one.